Hello, you military fans. Sergeant says get up. I don't know. Maybe this is a military truck. Welcome to Red Rock Garage, anyway. Well, it's that time in Red Rock Garage where stuff gets crazy. And this crazy is pretty crazy because I'm not seeing many people do this. And it might not go how I want it to. It might not even happen. But right now, we're just looking at the thing, so don't get your hopes up. I see it's missing a radiator. Looks like it's got like 50 motors in there. Oh yeah, she's a military truck. Maybe just a dump truck, but a lot of people have told me it's a military truck that was converted into a dump truck. Maybe I'm wrong, but everyone's told me I'm pretty much right on this. Believe it or not, we used to have a four-wheeler and we'd always trail back here, and it was the coolest part. But that's a new part right there. See it? The shiny piece? Not trying to get too close because I've actually seen a snake crawl up it. Oh yeah, there's a bone under there. The back of the bed's actually really, really clean. To be honest, we've been up there multiple times, and I think it's a Chevy. There's some old Chevy frame plate, and Chevy made military trucks. Believe it or not. Scared straight right, and there's birds everywhere. He's got some big tires on here. Oils looks like it's been leaking. I want to do a Canadian accent because there's some Canadian dude who has one of these trucks, and oh boy, he'd be mad if he saw this. You can kind of see the interior. Let me take a picture. Now, it's gargantuan. What I mean by that is it takes two of me to be as tall as it. It's freaking me out over here. In the summertime, there's all sorts of noises you hear. No, I'm not schizophrenic. This thing always has made me kind of shed a tear because of how cool it is. You don't see these trucks everywhere. There's an excavator over there, but that still runs and drives, and they probably use it. Now, I'm not 100% allowed to be here, but they don't really care if I walk and look at it. This is a maybe we might come back and try to get it running, but being that it's close to a bunch of long grass, it's hard to get here. It's probably a slim no. Not a lot of people walk here. This truck's been sitting here probably about as long as we've been here without even being touched. Maybe by the rain. If anyone knows what kind of truck this is, please let me know because that's my dearest interest. I think a gas. Let me look at the tire. The tires are about 3-foot Titans. Those are actually newer. None of them are flat or like sunk into the ground. Wow. Well, let's try to get to the back here. Show you what the back has. There's also snakes around here. If I've not told you. I'm saying that because I'm trying to warn the snakes that I'm also here. I'm taking pictures of this as well. Oh my god, look at that, it's a bumblebee. I never like to do this, but I'm doing it for the YouTube. Oh boy. There's the dashboard. Shit, I just heard something in there. It's like a tick. Holy moly. Yeah, it's been one of these cars that when I was little I always wanted to buy it. But it's apparently used around here because it's so much land they own that it hauls around all these hills that they bought on. And so this was perfect for it. Apparently it got left because of a small issue. Like this thing went out and they couldn't afford it. And so they're like, oh yeah, we'll buy it later. Left it here. Probably got the part, went back, it wouldn't crank, and then people just leave stuff. I mean, really though, with the money they have, this thing was a piece of junk probably. And to me, it's just gold on wheels. Missing a radiator. I don't want to go in there and see if it's locked up. I see radiator fluid coming out the pipe. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to get my friend and I are coming back here on Friday. Today's Wednesday. To try to get that Ford running. 100% we're messing with the Ford. This thing, that's probably a no-no. I didn't tell you about the Ford, but in the description it says so. It's got a cracked windshield right there. Apparently, this thing might not have been used in the war, but I'm just going off what some people have told me around here. It's actually a site a lot of the neighbors go to around here to check out, and they hardly know we're ever here. So if anyone knows what kind of truck this is, please let me know. A lot of people say look for identification, but I see nothing. There's a little bit on the front here, but there's a hideout that has nothing to do with this truck. It's probably old spray paint. There are a bunch of aftermarket little parts that when they try to get it running you can really see. I've never popped the hood on this, but to pop the hood, my friend's just about that tall. Not trying to judge him or anything, but he's pretty small. I'm not trying to judge him. He is, and he likes to climb stuff, just saying, so he probably would hop up there and pop the hood, or go up in there, get in the back, maybe, show you it a bit. But yeah. Me and him are going to come out here, and he's going to try to he knows nothing about cars. He's untrained, so we're going to bring some tools over here, and I'm going to teach him some stuff. I know what everything is in a car, all the parts to it, what they do, the function. I know how to fix a lot of things. I've been working on motorcycles. I've even partially owned a Corvette, and I've had to do a lot of work on that. Yeah, I'm not trying to spoil the Corvette. The Corvette's been 3 months ago since we've had it, but YouTube files are just shoved up in my storage, and I just barely post them because they're like 30 gigabytes. My phone can't really do that much while you try to edit, so one video would take a bunch of gigs. And I use a bunch of editors on my computer, but still, most of them have limits, and I do pay for it. $7 a month was what I used to pay, but now I pay $14 for premium. I don't know what it is. It had a screen recorder with it, and so I took it. It's not really good because I'm using the free version. One more interesting fact, you see these lights? Hallmarks or whatever? Well, back in our woods, near our house, was that same pair of lights. The lights have been replaced. I know that, because they used to be old and moldy, and then one day they were just clean, fresh. We saw the old ones get dumped in our forest. These tires are actually really clean. And, see the pipe right there. The back is actually just rusty. I'm so scared right now. I'm scared like a neighbor's gonna come out like, why are you here? Or something like that. So when I get a friend out here, I'm gonna be way more confident, because me and him will do some dumb shit about it, and joke around. And with him, it just, it doesn't feel as scary. I know a lot of people get that. Because you're with someone, you have proof of someone, and you're not alone. If he tries to steal one of us, well, the other one's got my back. And that's what I just always have felt like. You got someone else with you who's also scared, and you're both scared. Too scared to make a partially scared. So, anyway, this is going to be it for this video. Make sure to tune in for the F100. That's coming, no doubt, unless something happens with us not being able to stay. But this thing, it's probably a 25%. But we're still going to check it out. We might pop the hood. He might climb in there and show you some stuff. I will too, but I need him with me, because if I get bitten, who knows, maybe I'm not fast enough to get there and have to stay here, and he can run back. So you always feel just more confident about that, but I'm scared he gets bitten, because, he's not a brother or anything, he's a friend, and his parents would be pissed. But I'm going to tell him to wear some jeans and stuff, get a book bag, get some gloves maybe, and just basically so we can work on this thing. Alright, this is it for this video. Please stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios. This has been Rit Rat Garage.